What's going on, everybody? It's Zach Conway back again with another review. Today, I'm going to be talking about Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. That's right. It's time to talk about the fucking boss. Bruce Springsteen has fell victim to the musical biopic treatment. Bob Dylan just wasn't enough. They had to get one more in. They really this really isn't going away, huh? Better Man really didn't teach anybody anything about changing the genre of musical biopics, I guess. Here we are in another flat, boring music biopic written and directed by Scott Cooper and based on the book by Warren Zanes titled Deliver Me From Nowhere. Now, another alternative title for this movie is The Two Jeremys, because it stars Jeremy Allen White as the boss, Bruce Springsteen, and Jeremy Strong as John Landau, who is Springsteen's manager. Now, I think that Nebraska is one of the best albums ever made. Like, it's in my top 3 of all time. And so, the concept of a movie of the making of Nebraska with Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen, that sounds like a pretty good movie. And, like, everybody involved, I'm like, okay, we're, like, this sounds great. And, like, I sat down to watch it. I bought my ticket, obviously. And the movie starts, and I realized that I've been suckered again by the musical biopic gods in regards to just sitting through Walk Hard for the 50th fucking time. When are people gonna get that Walk Hard happened and, like, wiped everybody clean in regards to music biopics? Like, they gotta change it up. Like, at least A Complete Unknown had, like, a Complete Unknown was like fucking Citizen Kane compared to this movie. I don't want to call it a piece of shit, because it's not a piece of shit. It's well directed in parts and it looks good, but it's just so empty. Like, once you get past the scenes of him recording Nebraska in the bedroom, you realize this is just a film about a man who all he had to do was sit through a therapy session and he would have been fine. And, like, this movie was just nonsense to me. Don't even get me started on Odessa Young's performance. Well, Odessa Young is a great actress, and, like, she was great. Like I said, all the actresses in this movie, or all the actresses, all the actors, and all this is how you know that this is going to be a good review, when I mess up on a word. But this is just all of the actors in this movie do an incredible job. It's just, this film falls victim to incredibly poor plotting and just, like, one of the most baffling scripts ever. And I can only imagine what this was like to read. I just really wasn't a fan of this movie. I think that Jeremy Allen White did a convincing Bruce Springsteen impression. Jeremy Strong was also incredible as John Landau. They both were great. It's just, like I said, the movie surrounding them is bad and boring. And it's really funny to me as well how little this film actually focuses on, like, music being played. Like, there's only, like, a handful of scenes where there's Bruce Springsteen songs being played in the movie, as opposed to, like, and I hate to bring it up again, but A Complete Unknown there were scenes where, like, Mangold would just let the camera rest as Joan Baez and Bob Dylan sang, and you were able to see that and be in that moment, as opposed to this movie where it's just, and, like, maybe that wasn't the intention, but, like, I just didn't, I was not a fan of this movie at all. And if you like the sort of musical biopic, then go right ahead. Go see this movie. But if you don't like music biopics, don't see this movie. It sucks. I also want to shout out the fact that the scene in which Jeremy Allen White, who is about 30, I want to say at least 32 years old, sits on Stephen Graham's lap, and it's just one of the funniest endings I've seen in a minute. Like, for real. This movie is baffling. Please don't go see it. It's not worth your time. Go see films like Begonia and Frankenstein and like please don't go see this movie. It's not worth your time. I'm gonna give this movie 2 stars out of 5 on my rating scale. I really was not a fan of this one. And like I said at the top of this review, Nebraska is one of my favorite albums. So I just did not like this movie at all. It was very vapid and boring and empty. So I support Scott Cooper, and I think that he's a good director. Like, Hostiles was awesome, but this is just not where you want to be, not where you want to be as a filmmaker right now. So, like I said, two stars out of 5, and I really don't recommend this one. So, if you liked listening to me ramble about Springsteen, you can Born to Run over to the subscribe button and like, share, and subscribe this review of Springsteen: Deliver Me From Nowhere, which is one of the stupidest fucking titles ever. I will see you guys in the next review. Toodles.